and welcome to my channel. My name is Marcy and I am so delighted to be spending time with you guys today. So last week I was working on trying to clean up a bunch of scraps and things I've been given. I still have a lot of things on my desk and I think this is going to be an ongoing project for a bit. But today I want to work on a little project. I happened to see Melina the Pilot, her very first episode of her M's Scrap Busters, and I've never really joined in on those. I enjoy watching them, but I've never tried to jump in on one of those Scrap Buster challenges. Now this just happened to be her very first one, and she was working with circles and making little circle clusters to use in projects. Well, I don't have circles. I have squares and a number of shapes that I punched out quite some time ago, and I mean like 5 years ago probably. So I've had these little shapes sitting in my stash for ages and ages, and guys, I just brought out a few. Just a few. This is one stack, and I probably have easily 3 times more in different shapes. There's hearts, there are ovals, there are non-scallop squares, there's just all kinds of things. But the nature of her project made me think this might be a good way for me to use up all these bits and pieces and turn them into something useful. So that's what we're going to do today. So why don't you guys get yourselves comfy or get yourselves ready to craft, and we'll be back in just a minute to dive right into this project. First, let me say before we start this, I am in communication with my daughter about some things they're needing for the sale of their house, some paperwork and stuff. And so unfortunately, I'm having to record with my do not disturb not engaged. If that makes sense, it's just please disturb me setting. Anyway, we might get some dings or something. And I don't know if that will interrupt the phone as it records. I have my laptop open, so it may send the messages over to the laptop instead and not affect the recording. So if that happens, I'll just try to catch it and jump back on. All right, so what Melina was making, she was taking little circles and then layering up scraps, and I've got dozens of little pieces here. As I've been working through various projects, I'm creating more scraps, as is the case usually. And I just thought, when I saw her project, well, that would be a really nice way to use all of these punched shapes that I sat down and punched out ages ago and tried to make myself feel like I'd accomplished something. One of the requirements about her challenge, though, is that you have to do this in 30 minutes. And I think she got 10 or 11 of them done. So we'll see how far we get, if we get any done. At this moment, I do not intend to ink any edges on anything. And I have a stapler. I have a regular size stapler, which will probably be fine, not my tiny attacher. And then I have my glues, and I think we are ready to rock and roll. I don't intend to use any fabric or lace pieces or anything like that, just using up all these paper scraps. All right, so we are going to start the timer. And unfortunately, when it goes off, it makes this really hideous, screechy, beepy noise. And there's no getting around that. But at least we'll know we will have worked within our time limit. So let's get started. Just set that over there. Now, okay, here we go. So let me just pick some that seem interesting. These are from really old paper pads. And I don't think there's really any right or wrong, you know, it's just whichever side I happen to like. I can't decide, the pink one or the green one. As I'm trying to define my style, I'm realizing that I have more muted tastes. That's too bright, I don't like that one. And I tend to go towards the more muted things. A lot of these were scraps from my daughter's graduation party in 2012. And I made her a special scrapbook so that she could have people autograph it, and I like that one, and that sort of thing. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if we can beat Melina's number, or at least match it. I'm not a very competitive person, so truthfully, beating and competing are not usually something that motivates me. Ooh, that one's pretty. Look at that. This orange does not have my heart, unfortunately. That green doesn't really either, but this purple does. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's, I don't know, maybe I should use some plainer ones because these are the ones, to me, seems harder to use. And I think as I'm trying to work towards a more neutral style, it would be good to pick more neutral things. Ooh, I like that olive green. Olive green is a terrific neutral. Have you guys noticed that? Okay, so let's put this stack aside. And then all she did was tear up some scraps, do a little layering, and then either glue it. I think she mostly glued. I don't think she stapled. I got some circle scraps over here in my little labels. These were from a punch I had long ago, and when I had ordered it, I thought it was a full-size punch, and these are only like 1/2 inch by 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch. Yeah, they were tiny, so very annoying. So I punched out of all my scraps, different color combinations, and then I sold the punch, so yay. Okay, so I want to do that, and then I have these little squares, and I didn't know if any of these would be good for this project. I'm gonna throw that over there. I have a few little Christmassy scraps too I need to use up. Here's one that would work there. And again, some of these are two-sided. Some of these are from truly hideous packs of paper. That one's pretty. Where do I want to put you? That'll do. And you don't want to give it too much thought because there's really no point. Now I was thinking these would make really great, that's another one that has kind of a Christmassy vibe. These would make really great embellishments, like for altered paper clips, or, it's pretty, or closures, you know, when you make your fold downs and fold ups, when you're working in your journals and you need a closure for a envelope or something, that would work really well. As usual, when I get in the hurry mode, my brain and my fingers refuse to cooperate with one another. I don't know. How's that look? It's probably fine. Okay, and not everyone is going to have one that matches. Like, I almost feel like I should just let him be and pick a different one, because I kind of like how he looks, although he is a flying ant, so maybe I don't like him as much as I think I do. In case I decide to save him, I'm going to bring this one over. Ooh, there's another one. Okay, we're really amping up we're upping the ante, right? Isn't that what you say? I don't play cards, so I don't know. Mainly because I don't like them. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's good for those. And then I just have all of these little scrappity bits that just need to go somewhere. You need a little house or a home to keep them happy and grounded. Let's see, I've got these little book page circle thingies that I punched out quite some time ago. Those are kind of fun, aren't they? Ooh, I've got this one. Does this match anybody? These are such distinctive colors, you know? I did some recording the other day, and unfortunately part of my video was out of frame, but I decided to stick with it and go ahead and use it because most of it was still, you could still get something out of most of it. So anyway, you guys will have to give me feedback when it finally airs. Ooh, I like this one. Seems like you could go there, and you could go like maybe over there. And I like this little scrap. It's pretty thick, but I like the blues and yellows on it. So maybe that one. I feel like I need to switch these because I want that blue to really stand out. Maybe like that. You guys need a little space. Space in between. And this guy, nope. I also have these that I punch the circles or punch the images out, and then I have just the negative, but I think they're too big to fit on here. Here's a pink one. Let's see, it has these. Those actually might be kind of interesting in a background one, aren't they? This little piece, that I was using it on something, so it's mostly inked. I don't think you're supposed to think about it too hard, truthfully. I'm going to put that guy up there. I have this from a guest ticket, so that would be nice on the top of something. She was tearing hers kind of into circles. I prefer rectangles and squares personally. I think it, I don't know, I just think it looks nicer when it's being layered up. Don't think there's really any right or wrong to that. Let's see, I've got random scraps of book page. Actually, this would look really cool on there too. Wouldn't it? Okay. Yeah, I was just sitting here today, just kind of hanging out, doing my thing. I had an appointment this morning, and I was planning my leisurely afternoon, knowing that I needed to record, but I just hadn't gotten that far yet. And all of a sudden, I remembered that I have to get to church because I have a rehearsal for the slides. You know, we show our music up on slides on Sundays, up on the screen on Sunday mornings, and so that needed to, I have to go to rehearsal tonight for that, and I kind of, it's like I knew it, but it didn't compute with planning my day. Sometimes it's like that, isn't it? Anyway, so all of a sudden I was jolted into action, like, uh-oh, I gotta go get that done. I hate it when my day piles up and there's just a lot of stuff that needs my attention, because truthfully, I don't really feel like giving it my attention most of the time. Just trying to figure out which side does it matter. This one has a little more writing on it, which is cool. This is just a little scrap of pink, which I think maybe here. And it's kind of hard to tell what's happening on it here. Let's try that. And see, some of these are just the smaller bits of these rectangles. Let's put that there. Got circles. I like having a little bit of shimmer, you know. He's got 4 items on him already. I don't think this is gonna shimmer very well. If anything, I don't think it matches too well. There's this one, that's the back side. But nope. 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 This is the problem. Maybe I'm just being too picky. I don't know. This looks like a computer keyboard thing. Here's a little ticket. What was that? And no, I don't like that. Nope. Maybe these circles won't work as well as I wanted them to. Here, let's put that one there. And here's another little ticket. That's the other side. That would look nice on there. I was kind of hoping for a ticket with some pattern on this one. Not ticket, it's a label, a tag, a mini tag. Oh, that's cool. And that one can go there. Let's see, what else we got here? There's a little random piece of doily. Maybe could go under there. I mean, I'm recognizing some of these papers. They are very old. Very old. hard time not thinking about what I'm doing when I craft. It's very hard for me to be mindless about it. I don't know about how you guys work, but that's kind of how I work. I'm too mindful crafting. That's me. This feels like it could go behind something. Maybe that one. Like that. I'm going to put this with the more things that are more like a focal point over there. I like him. And it's possible I will end up just stapling them before I put on the focal point. You know, that's not completely terrible. Not a bad idea. Oh, these oranges. Ugh. Ooh, that one's kind of pretty, huh? Maybe, let's see, let's try this and this and this. I want the straight piece underneath as much as possible. Ooh, that looks nice. Okay. So everybody got a layer? He could use something. What am I going to put on you? I could put this. Put you at an angle. And now that I'm seeing that like that, maybe this way. And then I have some words and things. Let's see, where are we? We're almost halfway through our time. Ah! And still only using 12. Very sad. This one, I had cut these dogs out of paper, and I still want to turn them into something. So I brought it out because I was hoping maybe I could figure out how to use it while I did this project, but I don't think so. Let's see, this is a dark blue. Does he have a good place to go? Oh, this guy is not. What do I want on you? Like, this is a piece of music that hardly has anything on it. This would work. Let's do, gotta get my treble clef upright. There's that. Let's put another little circle. I don't like what this is doing. I think it needs a different base. Maybe, I don't know, here. You know, you just can't get so stuck on one thing or another that you freeze up. Because this, yeah, I don't know. Back in the pile for you. You need something. He got something. I mean, there should be something else on that one, I think. So let's see. See what we got now. Maybe. Oh, that one's pretty. I don't think I have anything that really quite goes with that, unfortunately. Can you guys see what I'm digging through over here? Maybe this pink polka dot? Maybe? I wonder if I have a bigger one. I'll see if I have a bigger one. If I do, I will use it. Let's see, what was on the back side of the gray? Oh, clouds. Oh, here we go. There's that. And then maybe a little round tag. Maybe. Let's see. Is that too many circles? I mean, is that possible? There we go. Yeah, maybe something like that. I would prefer one of these rectangular labels on there. That one has a little more pop. Okay. Alrighty, let's start gluing. All of my glues are not being very nice to me right now. I might try to glue and decide that stapling is the better option anyway. They're all like leaking, and I think I'm gonna just switch to a stapler. Let's see, let's get you arranged how I want ya. Oops, sorry. Sorry if I dinged the table. Sometimes I forget that when I bump things on the table, it bumps the camera because it's attached. So hopefully I'm doing this challenge right. Like I said, I'm not much of a challenge person, but this one kind of intrigued me, so I thought, why not? And I think YouTube, honestly, I think they recommended it because the video's been out there for quite some time and it's got a lot of views on it. So let's see. Let's put that up in the corner where we can really see it. Have him go crisscross. And this, maybe like that. I don't know. I've got my colored staples in there, so they look kind of cool. And I mean, this is just such a simple thing to do, but you know, it's just one of those things where you're like, oh yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? But you never think to until you see somebody else do it. Admittedly, that tag could do with some inking up, but I'm not going to take the time. This was just a scrap out of a book. There it is. Okay. Okay, Mr. Flying Ant. Maybe I'll have you go sideways so that we can have... I still think it needs something under it, though. Maybe he needs the gold. Nothing says fancy like a flying ant. Nothing says luxury like an insect infestation, right? So now you can't tell that's music. Let's see. I have no idea where I would actually use that, but you know, here he is. Now you can't even tell he's an ant. Now he just looks like a creepy insect. Okay, we're going with the other side. Okay. And now I don't like this tag on there. I was watching Melina's mom, Edith, or E, Miss E, at Scrapbooking with Me. And somebody had left her a very rude comment about how if she would prep all of her stuff, she wouldn't waste as much time on camera. And I mean, maybe, but I think she and I create similarly in that we like to allow the freedom to, oh, now that I see the orange side, maybe that will work. We like to, you know, allow for artistic inspiration as we go. And so that's, now I'm sitting here thinking, maybe if I had prepped this, you guys wouldn't be so bored. Ugh. It's just creeping me out. You know what? I just don't think that's the right base for this. I just don't. I think, let's use, this one has kind of a wild pink flower on it. And actually, this one's also from that same paper. And now that I see this, I think this will work too. See? Creative inspiration must be allowed to have its full potential realized. Because now, I'm quite delighted with that. How about you guys? Okay, you can kind of tell that's a book page there. And this one's definitely interesting. I think maybe having that behind the burgundy might help. Maybe. Still, 12 pieces in the grand scheme of all the hundreds I have does not feel like a win to me. Probably is, but I just feel like maybe I should do better. Okay, you and your piece of doily. Make you go up and down. This one's going to be more squarish, I think. That's because it looks better that way. And then I have all these little pieces over here. I got stickers and fake stamps and all kinds of things that hopefully will look good when we go to embellish them. And then I have a bunch of little words. Like when I cut apart my hymns, at the very bottom it will have these little words, you know, to tell you what section you can find the hymn in the hymnal. But they make really nice little labels. They're just the right size. So I like using those. Those are fun. This almost looks like half a heart if I do it right. That one's pretty. I was thinking today about how much I just love mauve. I always have. And I probably always will. I just love that color. This dusty rose mauve-y color is really, really a lovely color. There we go. There we go. Okay. I think I'll never get tired of that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And let's see now what we can put where. Okay, so we've got this number here, which I'm going to cut because it's all square all the way around it. You know, we love our numbers, our little number embellishments. I'm getting all my pieces here on everything else. I thought that might look cool there. On the other hand, this one just says guest receipt, so it could go on another one. Let's see. Okay, let's stop and think for just a sec. I have some little Bible verses I stamped, but I think they're too big for these, so they will have to move. Okay, so I got a stamp. Oh, I got that. Okay, let's see. We got this Home Sweet Home sticker. And this orange one. Oh, look at that. But do we want orange on orange? Is that too matchy-matchy? Could still put something under you. I don't think I have a... Well, maybe that, because look, there's just a dab of that rust color right there. That's cool. And then this is just an old sticker, one of those German scrap seals. Actually... That look okay right there? Oh, maybe so. Let's put you here. This butterfly's too big. This one is kind of plain, but he might stick out there okay. See, I got all these little punch shapes that I thought I might do something with, but now they're just kind of in the way. See, I've got these little itty bitties right here. So these were from, I think, a Tim Holtz ephemera pack of some sort. And I feel like he just needs a little something between him and that orange. Or I can always rotate it. Let's rotate you. Yeah. Now you're not going to be able to see the gold, I don't think. And I have no idea if this looks good or bad, or it just is. Here's another one of those. It's really pretty. Nope, not going to work this time around. This is a fake stamp. This was actually on a box of stickers, and actually I think I like that better on here. But you still can't see the pretty gold, so we're gonna just move it around so that we see what we want to see when it's time. Okay, let's scoot you away. And oh, here's another stamp. This one's gray. Where do you look good, buddy? Maybe right here. Ooh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? The gray and the mauve-y purples. Still can't see that I had that label there, though. Got that. And I have all these little butterflies. Maybe there. Ooh, how about here? That looks good. And this one, I want you to work on something. Maybe that one. It's got a little bit of yellow, a little bit of blue. I've got these orange price tags. They were from a thrift store. And I don't think that's going to work on this one either. Got this big blue flower, which I really like that butterfly there, but is that too blue? Again, too matchy-matchy? Because I think that butterfly could fit really well right there, and then you can go there. And I still have this little botanical snippet thing. Oh, you were supposed to be on here, weren't you? Maybe not. Here, I could layer those up. And, okay, I got that one, and that one, and that one. So this one's pink, so we could do that. We could do pink. I'm gonna cut it apart a little bit because they are pretty good sized. Wherever it seems to make a reasonable and natural break. Let's go with the skinny one, the narrower one. And we put you over there and you here. Is that too pink? It is kind of. Oh, wait a minute, I gotta see that. That might work actually. Just so crazy, it just might work. Yeah, interesting. Kind of the shape of these flowers kind of echoes this leaf pattern in there. So now I need you. And that's it, just that one. Okay, what else have I got? I've got a, oh, I got a green butterfly. No, but, hold on, do not be dismayed. How about that? I've got this little tiny blue butterfly. You can go there. Okie doke. I have another teensy tiny butterfly. I can hear that commenter in my head. Too much, stop. Yep, you're not kidding. Actually, let's take that off of there and put him on here. Uh-oh, got 2 minutes. Better get to gluing for reals. I don't know if I can get the glue to come out of my bottle is the problem. This one's a sticker, I think. Are you a sticker or a piece of paper? Sticker. Well, that's going to be the whole 2 minutes right here, trying to get the back off. But we cannot stop the timer. We cannot advance or edit. We're on a time crunch, Mr. Sticker. Get with it. Got something stuck to my fingernail there. Okay. Oh, there we go. Home, sweet home. I just kind of wanted those little tag shapes to show. I don't think he's going to show after all that. Bummer. Okay, and then please just glue. Please work. Thank you. I'm going to put him there so you can see that tag, and then I'm going to put the butterfly down below because it makes me happy to do that. There we go. And yeah, so if you guys watch this video and you go over and watch hers, let her know that Marcy at Creators Call tried out her challenge. Yeah. See, we're in such a hurry. We don't even have anything to really chat about. Okay, now the glue stoppered up. Rude. Just rude. Come on, glue. Don't fail me now. We're on a time crunch. I had trouble with this glue yesterday. I just had to sit and unplug it for a while. That's not the right pin. Where is my pin that came out of it? Oh, phooey. I don't know. Oh, there it is. I don't have time for this. Technical difficulties. Okay, I kind of like, yeah. I like that this is tall, skinny plant with tall, skinny, Okay, well, I didn't get them all glued, but we got there. She did say if it was in process, it still counts. So at least I got the layout figured out, right? That's something. Now my blood is pumping. I'm ready to go. Anyway, so that's it. We got our however many there are. Got 4 glued, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't remember. 14 I've got 14 in process or basically laid out, and all I have to do is glue them. So I would say that is pretty good. I didn't get any of my little words on there though. Would have loved to have done that, so I may have to go back and do that later, or maybe when I use them, you know, depending on the journal. It would be helpful if this didn't keep stoppering up. Tiresome. And my poor little glue pen is not, it's seen better days, let's just say. I don't know if the person, because I don't know about jewelry making, right? So I ordered it on Etsy, and I don't know if she just used a really thin wire, if maybe the wire is too thin. I have no idea. Can't tell you because I don't know. I thought I might like to learn how to do a little bit of jewelry making, just to learn how to make my own charms and things. Oh, good grief. She's just going to keep plugging up on me. I wanted to learn how to make my own charms and things. And some of the cute book jewelry, but I've just never gotten that far. When I was kind of getting revved up to do that, COVID hit. And I was exploring options, and then of course we weren't going to be in any classes anywhere for any amount of time. And I haven't sat down to really take the time to figure it all out. Maybe I should. All right, so guys, drop me a line. Let me know what you're working on. I'm going to keep gluing while I talk so you have something interesting to watch. Yeah, so maybe give this a try. And if you do, use Melina's hashtag, the M's Scrapbusters. This was her episode number 1. I think it was from 3 years ago, maybe? I'm not sure. For crying out loud. It's testing my patience, of which I have none right now. Let's see now, where'd my piece go? Here it is. Switching glues, but it doesn't have the fine tip on it. And it probably is also stoppered up. There we go. What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, it's her episode number 1. It might be coming up in your recommendations too. I don't know. I decided to kind of change up some of my viewing preferences. I mean, I have some people I just love watching. I do adore them. I've gotten lots of inspiration out of them. But I decided to kind of change it up a bit because a lot of what I do is just making with stuff that you find wherever and not digitals and stuff. And just so many of my artists have either changed their style or work only primarily in digitals, that they don't actually make junk journals anymore, which is why I started watching them. So I decided to start spending some time watching creators that actually don't use digital, so that I can be kind of true to what I like to do and get more inspiration from that. So if you guys have any recommendations, of course, I've always watched Gail Augustinelli, and I thought I'd start watching Natasha at Treasure Books because she does have a good style, and I thought I'd start watching Joey DeFee more because she also uses book pages and things. And who did I just finish? I've started watching, you know, all of these people I've watched a little bit here and there, but not regularly. So when I say I'm going to start watching them, I really mean regularly, more regularly. Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah does kind of a mix of supplies for junk journals and digitals, and of course she makes her own digitals, so she uses them quite a bit. And Jessica at Paper Terrace, I feel fond of her because she's kind of close to me, and by close I mean, like, you know, 9 hours away. That's close where I live. Of course, Gail, I think she's like 8 hours in the other direction. Yep, welcome to Idaho. What else? Oh, he's missing an antenna. What? Oh, you poor little wounded butterfly. Poor little thing. I'm going to have to draw your other one on. Well, that's super sad. A butterfly with missing antenna is just... Uh-oh, that one didn't stick. So we'll put some glue in here. Let's see, who else have I decided? I decided I'd kind of focus in on like 3 new ones. Oh, Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. Because I think, doesn't she use more kind of regular things in her book pages and things like that? You know, she just creates from scratch kind of thing. So yeah, everybody has their own style and their own unique materials, but I just like creating with the stuff I already have. All right, here we go. Now I gotta go get you your quote for the day, and I have it right here. Today's quote is not, I just kind of scribbled it. I heard it on the radio, Air One, the Christian radio station, and they said, this is kind of in relation to the beginning of the year, so you can kind of relate it to that, but it holds true all year round. Every moment that passes is a chance to turn things around. So you always have the option, no matter what day it is or what month, or whether it's your birthday or New Year's or whatever, you always have the option with every moment that passes to make a change in your life and to do something that takes you in another direction. You know, if you always do the same thing over and over, you'll never see change. If that's what you're wanting and you're wanting a positive change, you just have to go do it. So every moment that passes is your opportunity to do that. Alrighty guys, that wraps it up for this session. Please remember to subscribe. I got lots of people viewing but not subscribing. So I'm going to make a concentrated effort to remind everyone to like, give me a thumbs up, and to hit the subscribe button, which is down here, and to leave your comments, because it's fun to hear from you and it's fun to engage that way. Like, subscribe, and share my channel. I'm going to try to remember to say that more in the upcoming videos. Hope you don't get tired of hearing it, but it does help the channel grow, and it's very much appreciated. All right, guys, until next time, I want you to be inspired. Do something creative today. Maybe you'll try some of these. And remember, it's M's Scrap Busters. That's the hashtag. So I'll have it in my description and in the title. And then if you guys decide to join in, you have to use that hashtag so Melina knows you're out there. All right, have a great day, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye now.